Greetings, everyone. There are some holders of PR, that is permanent residence, that seek to understand how one then becomes a citizen of South Africa. We discussed in the video that we did, I think early this year or last year, that the citizenship of South Africa is in three parts or can be obtained either of the three. Firstly, is that one is born to South Africans in South Africa. That is to say, you are born to South African parents in South Africa. Secondly, one of your parents is South African. Even if you are not born in South Africa, but one of your parents is South African, you apply to be a citizen. It's called citizenship by descent, because one of your biological parents is South African. Then in the last one, after you come to South Africa through normal work visa or business visa or any other visa, you then qualify for a permanent residence. Once you have obtained permanent residence, after 5 years, it is then that you can apply to become a South African citizen through naturalization. So many people, that's the one that they use. So you can imagine someone that came in say 2000 on a 5-year work permit. They renewed that, then they were granted permanent residence, then they apply for naturalization as South Africans. But that is not, it is not automatic that once you submit your application, you get approved. So you might be rejected, still maintain your PR status, not necessarily becoming a citizen. And you also recall that the white paper on migration, as introduced by then Minister Dr. Ron Mtsoaledi, tries to make it difficult for people to become South Africans through naturalization. Speaking about becoming a South African through naturalization, it is an issue that is discussed in Parliament. Not the process of applying, but because a British national came to South Africa, then obtained a permanent residence. After obtaining a permanent residence, he became a South African through naturalization. Once he became a South African through naturalization, he became then in the leader, was part of the formation of a political party that is calling for Cape Exit. I think you have seen the videos where they talk of Cape Exit. So the ATM in Parliament is calling for Department of Home Affairs to revoke his citizenship, because the argument by ATM is that he is not a patriotic South African. He came, applied for South African citizenship, which was granted, but now he advocates for Cape independence, as it were. So this was then raised in Parliament by the president of the ATM, Vuyo Zungula, and that the Department of Home Affairs should revoke the citizenship of Phil Craig, as I have said, who's a leader of Cape Independence Advocacy Group. But the Minister of Home Affairs, Dr. Leon Striper, says no, you do not have to revoke anyone's citizenship simply because they hold a different political view from yours. He says political matters must be settled in the ballot box, not settled through the process that was suggested or is being suggested by ATM party in Parliament. The argument, what ATM party is raising, they are quoting here. There is a quote from Citizen newspaper of the 15th of October 2024. It says, I quote, According to Section 8, bracket 2, bracket B of the South African Citizenship Act of 1995, a naturalized citizen can forfeit their citizenship if they engage in acts perceived to undermine the state's interests. Craig's consistent advocacy for a separate Cape state is a direct challenge to our national sovereignty, warranting a risk assessment of his citizenship status, close quote. So that is the argument that has been advanced by the ATM party. He continues, says, I quote, in doing so, the minister would not only comply with the Citizenship Act, but also send a strong message that divisive ideologies will not be tolerated in South Africa's pursuit of unity and reconciliation, close quote. The minister, of course, holds a different view. The Minister of Home Affairs holds a different view. In his response, he says, I quote, the Republic of South Africa does not persecute people on the basis of their political views. Section 15, bracket 1 of the Constitution holds that everyone has the right to freedom of conscience, religion, thought, belief, and opinion, close quote. He continues, says, fortunately for the honorable member, in South Africa, political disputes are settled at the ballot box instead of through the weaponization of executive power against those with whom one may disagree, close quote. So it's an issue that is of interest. As I've already said, that once you acquire permanent residence in South Africa, you can apply after 5 years being a holder of a permanent residence. You can apply to be a South African through naturalization. And then others are saying a person that is now South African should they embark on what is seen to be decisive, their citizenship should be withdrawn from them. Please share your views in the comment section. Write in the comment section, like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you are on TikTok, please do follow us. Otherwise, goodbye.